Coming back to a neutral tabletop to touch. The knees the width of the mat. Shoot the hips back toward your heels, keeping the arms nice and straightened in front of us for our Balasana Child's Pose. Let the forehead come to the mat, massaging that space between your eyebrows with the mat, waking up that third eye, stimulating that third eye, sending all of our inhales right to both of our hip flexors. Feeling any tightness, any stress, any sensations, send the air straight there to massage those areas. This is our active recovery. So if at any point you need to take a breath, this pose is available to you. Every inhale, think about creating length through the torso, out through the fingertips. Every exhale, let your tailbone get heavier and heavier to your heels. Taking a full body scan, seeing what our bodies feel like here in this moment. Go ahead and drop your forearms to the mat, your elbows to the mat, lifting the palms and clasp the fingertips over the back of your head. From here, simply walking your elbows forward by an inch or two to really open up the side body, opening up that heart space. 3 yummy breaths here. Still sending that air to that tailbone. On your exhale, bring the forearms and the palms back to the mat. Plant the palms, push into the palms to come back up to your tabletop. Tuck the toes, bring your navel to your spine, lift the knees away from the mat by 2 inches, and then shoot your hips up and back for your downward dog. Pedal it out, walk your dog, bending the right knee, then the left knee. Encouraging the heels down to the mat. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. And finding some stillness here in the down dog. Let's take one deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale it up to your tippy toes and slowly walk your feet to the top of your mat, right behind your hands into a forward fold. Option to grab opposite elbows and sway from the left into the right, ragdolling it out. Being really heavy in the head, even weight distributed across both of your feet, the balls of your feet and the heels. The left, swaying to the right. Yes, here, shake your head no. If your elbows are clasped, go ahead and release that and slowly heels roll it on up to the top of your mat. Shoulders and head, the last thing to come up. Palms are facing the same way as your knees. Inhale the shoulders up to your ears. Exhale them down your back. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, roll them down the back. And continue that at the pace of your own breath. Opening up that heart space, opening up that shoulder area on both the left and the right side, which is really nice, especially if you've been at the computer all day typing or using your phone. This area can sometimes get tight, so to create space here. 2 more rounds of breath before we go ahead and reverse those shoulders. Making sure we go in both ways to ensure balance. Two more rounds of breath. You guys are on the short side of your mat. You can stay there. I'm just going to turn on the long side so that you're able to see me. Go ahead and relax the shoulders down your back. Inhale the arms out to the side and up overhead, bringing the palms to touch. Exhale, your palms come to your heart center, feeling the weight of your body evenly distributed across, fluttering the eyes closed. We're here in our mountain pose with our Anjali Mudra, which is our hands at heart space, fluttering the eyes closed if they are not already. And take a nice deep breath, sending your inhale all the way to the soles of your feet, and exhale slowly and softly out of the mouth. Taking this time to set an intention for your practice, whether that looks like an affirmation or a kind word or a gentle reminder, a word that you need to hear. Give yourself that in this moment. It shall carry you through the rest of the time you're on the mat today. To seal your intention, we're going to take a nice deep breath in and out through the mouth. One more breath in through the nose, out through the mouth with a sound. One more, just because I felt like that was nice and yummy. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth with a soft sound. Drop the chin to the chest, keeping the palms at Anjali Mudra. We're going to hinge at the hips, shooting the hips back as we fold forward, letting the head come down and back toward the knees. Release the palms towards the earth. Inhale, glide the palms up to your shins, up in a flat back. Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Nice soft bend in those knees. Inhale up halfway, flat back. Shooting the tailbone backward and the head forward. Exhale, fold forward. Go ahead and bend the knees so that the palms can touch the mat, and step your right foot back, then your left foot, and we're in a plank. We'll hold it for 5 full breaths, really pushing the floor away. Taking a look down at our elbow creases, we want to turn them out so that they're parallel to the side edge of our mat here. Shooting out through the heels, really bringing the navel to our spine and scooping the tailbone down and forward to get our abs involved. One more full breath here. Inhale. Drop the knees, lower down the chest between the palms. Push the floor away. Inhale, scoop the heart space up, low cobra. Exhale, roll it back down. Tuck the toes, shoot your hips back for your child's pose. Forehead comes back down to the mat. Remembering your intention that you just set for class, that you set for your time on the mat. We'll be here for 3 full breaths. Remembering our intention, breathing it in with our forehead resting on the mat and our eyes closed and our favorite color ink. Let's imagine we're writing down in our mind's eye the intention that we've set today for practice. Whatever that looks like for you, see it now written down in your favorite ink in your mind's eye. When you see that intention fully in its total completion, take a few breaths to seal it. down to the mat. Head hangs heavy. It should be looking down between the knees or between the feet. From here, really press into the mat with the palms. You're going to inhale up to your tippy toes. Exhale, shoot the heels down toward the mat. You'll feel an extra stretch in the back side of the body. We're going to do that twice, 2 more times. Inhale up to your tippy toes. Exhale, heels down. Drive your chest back toward your thighs. Once more. Inhale up to tippy toes. Exhale, heels down. Chest goes back. Inhale up to the tippy toes. Bring your navel to your spine and slowly walk your feet to your hands into a forward fold. Option to grab opposite elbows here. Sway to the left, sway to the right, ragdolling it out, being really heavy in the head. The top of the crown should be parallel to the mat. Slowly release the elbows and roll up. Roll up slower than you want to move, slower than you think you're moving. Probably slower than you will move all week. You have permission to do just that. Shoulders and head are the last thing to come up. Inhale the arms out to the side, up overhead. Exhale, Anjali Mudra comes down to your heart space. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, soft sigh. Drop one palm on your heart, the other palm right below your navel. We're gonna inhale to that lower belly, upper belly, then chest. Exhale out of your chest, upper belly, then lower belly. 2 more times, 3-part breath. Inhale to lower belly, upper belly, chest. Exhale, chest, upper belly, lower belly. Once more without the sound of my voice at your own pace. Release the palms to either side of the body. Chin drop to the chest. Roll it on down. Shoulders are heavy. We'll meet in a forward fold. Palms glide up to your shins. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale up, halfway, flat back. Pressing evenly across both of your feet. Exhale, fall forward. Bend the knees, plant the palms. Step the left foot back. Keep the left palm planted. Inhale that right arm up to the sky for our low lunge twist. Really pressing into that left palm to create space. Wiggle those right fingers. Allow your hips to get nice and heavy. 2 more breaths. Exhale that right palm on the outside of the right foot. Step that left foot back up, forward fold. Inhale up halfway, flat back. Shooting the tailbone out, the crown forward. Exhale, fall forward, bend the knees. Step your right foot back, plant down through that right palm. Inhale, left arm up. Wiggle those fingers, hips get heavy. Really shooting out through that right heel. 1 more breath. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ear. Exhale that left palm down to the left foot. Staying up on the ball of that right foot. Press into the palm. Step the left foot back to meet the right. And we're in our plank. From here, we're going to go through our chaturanga or our 8-point pose. Dropping the knees. Lowering the chest. Inhale. Up to cobra. Exhale down. Tuck the toes. Shoot the hips back for child's pose. Tapping into that intention as we begin to build our flow. We'll be here for 2 additional breaths as we power ourselves up to continue to build our flow before we cool it down. And I'm here with you guys in our Balasana. Forehead still on the mat. We're going to take 1 big inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth like you're going to fog up the mat in front of you. And once more, inhale through the nose. Exhale, fog the mat up in front of you. Plant the palms, come back up through tabletop, tuck the toes, hips go up and back. 4 downward dog. Pedal it out, right, left, right, left. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. For our 3-legged dog, we're gonna inhale that right leg straight up and back, flexing that foot or pointing that foot, yogi's choice, keeping the hips squared off to the ground. Go ahead and rotate that ankle, really using the glutes to get that foot from here to here, right? We want to get it as high as we possibly can. Go ahead and bend at that right knee. And now we can open the hip up to kick the person to the right of us. Get it a nice stretch in the right side body. Go ahead and close that hip off. We're going to inhale that knee into the chest. 3-legged dog. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, 3-legged dog. Once more. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, 3-legged dog. Inhale, knee to chest. Go ahead and drop that right foot between the palms. Plant that left palm. Inhale, right palm up to the side. We've been here before. You know what to do. Relax the shoulders and just breathe. From here, go ahead and swing the right fingertips behind you like you're reaching toward the back of the mat. Wiggle those fingers, reach, reach, reach to open up that right heart space. Inhale that right palm down to frame the foot. Really stand up on the ball of that left foot. Press into that right heel. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those glutes. On an inhale, bring the torso up. Palms come to that right thigh. And a modified high lunge. And whenever you feel nice and to frame the ears, crescent lunge. We'll be here for 2 full breaths. Let the air come in through the nose, out through the mouth if you need a release. Carve the arms back down on your next exhale. Step the right foot back, go through your flow. Drop in the knees, chest, inhale it up. Tuck the toes, and we'll meet back in downward dog. Pedaling it out. Inhale that left leg up and back. 3-legged dog, keeping the hips squared off to the ground. Opening up that ankle. Bending at that knee and opening up that hip to kick the person on the opposite side of you. Feeling that nice stretch. Checking on you guys. Go ahead and close that hip back off. Inhale that knee into the chest. Exhale it, 3-legged dog. We'll do that 4 more times at your own pace. Inhale, knee in. Exhale, foot out. Once more. Inhale that knee in. Drop that foot between the palms. Right palm to the earth. Inhale, left palm up to the side. Swing that left fingertips back. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale. Drop the left palm, framing the left foot. Staying sturdy on the ball of that right foot. Whenever you're ready, squeeze those glutes. Bring the navel to your spine. Fingertips on the left thigh. Whenever you're ready, high crescent lunge. Really encourage those arms to be parallel to the ears, but relaxing the shoulders. 2 more full breaths. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those glutes to sturdy your body. Cartwheel the arms to frame that left foot. Step it back. Go through your flow. If you want to opt to not use the knees here, slowly lower the back down. Inhale it up to low cobra. And we'll meet in a wide leg child's pose. Continuing to breathe. Remembering your intention. Coming back into your breath. Remembering that The breath is the that keeps us going in the time that we need it the most. It is our life force, our prana, when we need it. Whether we're here on the mat, we're in real life every day at work, with our kids, with our spouses, with our partners. Our breath is always there to bring us back to the current moment. Allow the gift of breath to bring you back to the current moment right now. Feel the back rise on the inhale. Feel the side body stretch and expand. Two more breaths, just because it's Monday. Plant the palms, pull yourself back up to tabletop, tuck the toes, shoot the hips up and back, downward dog, pedal it out, shake the hips, shake the head, bend the knees. Find some stillness here in downward dog for about 2 full breaths, really encouraging the chest to go back toward your thighs, shooting the heels down. Inhale that right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Whenever you're ready. We've been here before. 2 full breaths, relaxing those shoulders, keeping those arms nice and straight, giving me spirit fingers at the top. Before we transition to our next asana, we're going to press our weight into that right foot, especially that right heel. Find a non-moving object in front of you. That's your drishti, your point of focus. Pressing the heel of the right foot into the earth. Step your left foot up to your right. Keeping those arms up and tall and long. On the exhale, push the air down, clasp the fingertips together behind your back, rolling the heart space open. Exhale, fold forward, letting the palms fall over your head. Keeping a nice soft bend in the knees. The toes can be together or slightly apart, about hips width distance, yogi's choice. One more full breath. Let the palms fall back toward the tailbone. Let them sweep forward. Inhale up halfway to your flat back. Plant the palms. Step or hop your feet back to your plank and go through your flow using your knees or without. Inhale it up to low cobra, and we'll find our downward dog. And we'll take inhale, left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Find your high lunge. Just like the last couple of times, we're here for 2 full breaths. Pressing into that left heel as we prepare to step it up into our mountain pose. Inhale, right foot comes up. Exhale, palms go behind the back. Fall forward, bending the knees ever so slightly. Really release the palms clasped together. Just let them fall forward. Releasing any tension, just let them hang forward. Slowly guide the fist down to the tailbone, sweeping the arms forward. Inhale up halfway, flat back. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fall forward. We'll take it there once more. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fall forward. Step the left foot back, then the right foot. Go through your flow. And we'll meet in child's pose. Tapping back into your breath. Slowing it down. Now, take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, fog up the mat in front of you. And 3 is kind of our magic number today, so we'll do that just twice more. Feeling free to add sound if you need to. Whenever you're ready, press back through tabletop, find your down dog, and we'll go straight into a nice and still down dog, no pedaling it out this time. Inhale that left leg, or that right leg rather, up and back. Find your high lunge on the right side. 2 full breaths. Let your next inhale bring you back to Tadasana. Exhale, we're gonna drop the arms to Anjali Mudra, prayer hands at heart space. Inhale, create length through the side body. Exhale, we're gonna sit our tailbones down and back for chair pose. Keeping our spines nice and long and straight, keeping the chin tucked to the chest so that our heads and our neck are in line with our spine. We'll be here for 3 more full breaths. Every inhale, keep the length through the spine. Every exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Really push those knees out. Sit a little bit deeper. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, flow forward. Plant the palms, step it back, go through your flow. We'll meet in downward dog. Inhale up halfway, or inhale up to 3-legged dog rather. Find your high lunge. 2 breaths. Step it up to Tadasana. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, sit down in chair pose. Inhale, create length. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Oh, exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Exhale, fall forward. Whether or not your fingertips touch the ground or not, the effort is sufficient, and we'll pedal out the legs just a little bit. Head is really heavy. Straighten the right and the left. Opening up the backs of the body. We'll meet with a micro bend in the knees. Inhale up halfway, flat back. Really extending from the crown and the tailbone. The body is going in 2 opposite directions. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fall forward. Plant the palms, step the feet back, and we'll hold our plank for my count of 10 seconds, because you can do any. Push the floor away, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those glutes and tuck the tailbone down and forward. Exhaling out of the mouth if you need a release. Slowly lower the body down, bending the elbows back toward the torso. 1 straight line. Let the forehead come to the mat. Resting right on that 3rd eye. Releasing the arms to either side of the body. Palms can face up or down. Yogi's choice. Slightly shake the head to the left and to the right. And find stillness. Dropping the left ear to the mat. Letting the shoulders fall forward. Feel your breath as it travels in and out. As you inhale, the chest presses up against the earth. As you exhale, space is being created. Go ahead and swap out, turning your head to the opposite side. Maybe your breath is so quiet that you begin to listen to the beating of your heart. Bring your forehead back to the mat. Placing the palms right under your shoulders. Press into the floor. We're going to inhale, scoop the chest off the earth for another low cobra, the last low cobra of practice. And hold it, pressing the pelvis into the earth from the glutes. If your chest is going forward and the chin is going up to the ceiling, just tuck your chin a little bit. And slowly exhale it down and back. Tuck the toes and press yourself up through tabletop. We'll meet in the tabletop, extending that right leg straight out back onto the right ball, rocking forward and rocking backward. Feeling free to create a circular motion on the ball of that back foot. And going in the opposite direction. Right knee returns back under hip. Take that same motion on the left. Rocking forward, rocking backward. And whenever you're ready, creating a circular motion on the ball of that left foot, making sure to go in both directions. Bring the left knee back to place, to the heel, and walk your fingertips back towards your knees. So we're sitting in our hero's pose. Go ahead and drop your chin to your chest and roll it around. Going to the right first. Moving nice and slow, just kind of letting the shoulders hang there. Taking a full body scan. Noticing any differences we may feel in the body. And go ahead and swap it around to the opposite direction. Moving nice and slow, no need to rush. Bringing the head back to a central position. The chin should be parallel to the earth. We don't want it sticking up. We don't want it pointing down. We want it nice and parallel so that that cervical spine is nice and long and allows extension to happen in the spine. We can get nice and long. The tailbone is nice and rooted and the air is able to flow freely. We're going to inhale the arms up to frame the ears. Exhale, turn to the right. Drop the left palm on the outside of the right thigh. Right palm goes right behind those toes. Inhale, create length, get nice and tall. Exhale, look over that right shoulder. Inhale, create length, get tall. Crown goes up to the sky. Exhale, look a little deeper to the right. Leading with the eyes. Where the eyes go, the mind goes. Where the mind goes, the body goes. One more breath. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Keeping that navel into the spine so that it can support our lower back, that lumbar spine. Inhale, arms back to the ears, back through center. Exhale, twist it over to the opposite side. Right palm goes on the outside of the left thigh. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms back by ears, navel to spine, come back center. And go ahead and rotate your wrists, relaxing those shoulders though. If you notice you feel some arching of the back, actively tuck that tailbone forward, keeping everything else the same. Go ahead and rotate the wrist to the opposite side. Push the air down to the side and swing the feet to the left or to the right to come sit on your booty. Bringing the soles of the feet together here. Let the knees fall open. And maybe we can kind of flap our wings a little bit, butterflying it out. Feel free to close the eyes. With our palms clasping our toes, open up that chest and kind of give yourself a pull. So you can kind of go from this concave shape to a more upright shape. Flapping the wings still and slowly allow some stillness to come in to your body. As we sit nice and tall. Slowly walk the fingertips up the top of the feet and past the ankles, past the shins, onto the knees. Palms are on the knees. Inhale the arms up in front of you like you're going to shake two people's hands, palms facing one another. Bringing the navel into the spine, relaxing the shoulders. Slowly roll down so that the lower back hits the mat first, then the middle spine, then the top of the back of your head rather. And we're in a nice reclined Buddha Konasana with the feet together. Palms can be down on the mat, or the backs of the hands can be on the mat. A nice hip opener. Slowing the breath. With the help of the palms, slowly close the knees together so that the soles of the feet are now on the mat and the knees are pointing upward. Pressing the palms into the mat, go ahead and lift that right foot off the mat, bringing the outer right ankle onto the left thigh, creating a reclined figure four position. Whenever you're ready, inhale that left foot off the earth, keeping both feet flexed to protect our knees. If you want to get a little deeper into this reclined figure four, clasp the fingertips behind the left thigh. If you want to get any deeper than that, another option is to encourage that left thigh toward the face and push the right knee away with the right elbow. Every inhale, send it right to that right hip socket. Every exhale, that left knee gets closer to the heart space. Keeping the shoulders plugged in to their sockets. Let the breath be the impetus for the motion here. Slowly lower that left foot down, unclasp the fingertips, the right foot comes back to the earth. Left outer ankle onto the right thigh. Inhale that right foot off the mat, getting a little deeper into this side if you opted to on the right side for balance. Again, option to lift the right foot off the earth, option to push the left thigh away with the left elbow. Let your exhale surrender that right knee closer to the heart. Lower that right foot, release the fingertips, left foot comes down to the earth. Heel out to the side edges of the mat so that your feet are nice and wide, and slowly let the knees drop in toward one another like a teepee into a restorative rest. This is a nice counter to the hip opening that we just did. Begin to slow the breath if you haven't already. Slowly begin to press into the feet, separating the knees, bringing the knees back parallel, feet back parallel. Pressing the palms into the mat, slowly scooch them down a little bit till your middle finger kind of grazes the heel of your feet. You might need to just bring your feet back by a little bit. Awesome. From here, we'll get ready for our bridge pose as we bring the navel to our spine, pressing the entire spine into the mat. This may require for you to lift your tailbone up by like a half of an inch. Feel the entirety of your spine press into the mat. And we'll press into the heels as we slowly lift the butt off the mat, then the lumbar spine, then the middle spine, and we'll hold it right there. You notice that you may need to squeeze the glutes to press the hips forward up into the ceiling. So go ahead and do that. Press into the palms, press into the heels, hold it. You may feel some sort of sensation in the front side of the body, here in the thighs and the quads, maybe even near the pelvis. That is our psoas muscle. Opening that thing up. Slowly begin to bring the middle spine, then the lower spine, then the tailbone back to the mat. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, scoop the tailbone off the mat nice and slow. Squeeze in those glutes Getting that nice extension in the psoas, working those quads, press into the heels of the feet. Maybe we inhale, get a little bit higher in the hips. Exhale, lower the back down, still squeezing those glutes. This is nice and active. Tailbone's the last thing to meet the mat. We're going to do that one more time. Use the heels as leverage. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, lift the tailbone off the mat. And we'll hold it this time. We might notice our knees are doing something weird, right? Like maybe they're leaning to the left, maybe they're leaning to the right. We want to keep those knees in two straight lines, nice and parallel. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those glutes, press into those heels, even use the palms. Get those hips up a little higher. Inhale, 3 more breaths. You can do anything for 3 breaths. Try to get those hips a little higher. Slowly lower it back down. One slow, controlled motion. Heel toe the feet out to the side edge of the mat. Drop the knees in. Restorative rest once more. Go in the breath. Sending the air to the glutes, to the quads, the psoas, in the front of the body. A nice internal massage with the breath to address any sensations or discomfort that may have arisen. Separate the thighs and the knees. Bring the feet back to parallel. Heel toe the feet in together. Feet are together, knees are together. Inhale the arms up to frame the ears, dropping the backs of the palms on the floor on top of your head. And we're going to slowly let the knees stacked on top of one another fall over to the left side and look over our right shoulder. Keeping a nice 90-degree bend in the knees. If you want to get a little deeper into this supine twist, cross your right knee over your left, like you were sitting cross-legged in a meeting or at church or on the train. Really surrender into this twist with every exhale. Inhale creates length and creates space. Exhale allows you to surrender into the space that you've created. If this is too much of a stretch in the arms, feel free to drag your arms down to a cactus, as I have done. Bring the head back through center, looking up at the ceiling, or the eyes are closed. Untwist the right leg from the left, using your core. Inhale the knees back up through center. Exhale them over to the right. Same thing, if you want to get a little bit deeper into this twist, cross the left leg over the right leg, looking over the left shoulder. Exhale, release. Noticing any tension in any muscles, just let it go. Exhale, release that tension, that tightness, that stress. Just let it melt away on every exhale. Navel to spine, bring the knees back through center. Go ahead, extend the legs out long. The arms can fall to either side of the body and flutter the eyes closed as we prepare for our final resting pose, Shavasana. Keeping the eyes closed. Feel the backs of the head heavy into the mat. Let every inhale and exhale travel you deeper into your body. creating space between your eyebrows, dropping the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Maybe let the lips fall apart ever so slightly, releasing the jaw, unclenching the teeth. Maybe your bottom jaw kind of falls open just a little bit. If the shoulders are up by the ears, just slowly release them, encourage them away. Notice how much smoother the air flows in and out. Furrowing the brow. If our palms are in a fist, just release them. If our toes are crunched, just release them and let them go. Maybe the feet fall to either side of the mat. The one time during practice, you don't have to have your navel to your spine or your core engaged. Just feel the weight of your body into the mat. Allow the earth to support you in this moment now and the moments to come. Any thoughts that come into your mind, acknowledge them and simply release them, recognizing that this time and this space is just for you. We can honor any thoughts that come, but quickly remember that this is not the time or the space. This is just for you, a sacred space, a sacred time. Listening to the inhale and the exhale, maybe listening to the beating of the heart. To bring yourself back into the space and back into your body, slowly wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Go ahead and keep those eyes closed. No need to rush them open. From wherever you are right now, slowly turn over to the left side and hug your knees into the chest, giving yourself a nice big hug. Feel the curve in the spine. Allow your chest to fall into the thighs and fall into the knees and just love on yourself for a few moments. Let the breath be nice and sweet. Imagine you're smelling the scent of your favorite flower. Remember that sweet, sweet, sweet intention that you set for yourself during today's practice. And whenever you're ready, release the palms. Palms right in front of your chest and push yourself up to your Sukhasana. Whichever foot or leg was on the bottom when we started, go ahead and put that one on the top so that our knees and our hips, rather, are getting equal expansion. Place one hand on your heart, the other hand on your belly. We're going to take a few deep breaths in and out collectively to seal the practice. Remind yourself of your intention as you inhale and exhale. Let the next two breaths come out of your mouth, in through your nose, remembering that every single time you step on the mat, you are a little bit better. And when you are a little bit better, the world is a little bit better. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra at your heart space. Bow your chin to your chest. I thank each and every one of you for showing up on the mat today. Not for me, but for you. And the light in me sees the light in you all. Inhale one last time. Exhale out the loudest exhale you've taken all day. Namaste. Taking your time to get up. If you've fallen asleep, that is okay too, because How many of us have fallen asleep on the mat before? It happens to the best of us. Have an amazing evening. I'll be here for like 2 or 3 minutes. If you had anything to ask me in the chat, feel free to go ahead. I will be available. We will be here every Monday at 6 p.m. and Friday mornings at 10 a.m. Have a good evening.